A 210-acre field is being prepared for the largest gathering of Ahmadi Muslims in the UK. Jalsa Salana 2023 preparations are fully underway, with teams of volunteers carrying out waqar amal and rigging work across the Jalsa site, in anticipation of some 50,000 expected attendees. Following the restricted Jalsas of previous years held under the coronavirus pandemic's conditions, this year the International Jalsa is open to all attendees from across the world. As the landmark event for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, the annual Jalsa Salana is an opportunity for Ahmadi Muslims to gather and enhance their spiritual understanding of Islam and to worship Allah the Almighty. Extensive works have been taking place this year to help deal with the activity at the site and to prepare for the anticipated record number of attendees. We caught up with the Afsar Jalsa Salana, Nasser Khan Sahib, to find out more about the works and his advice for attendees.
Of course, last year's Jalsa was for us a UK Jalsa, and as you said, the COVID pandemic has disrupted last 3 years Jalsa, as we mentioned it in this Jummah, and so for the first time now, after many years, we're preparing for a full international Jalsa. So the expectation is around 50,000. So by the grace of Allah, we are making our preparations to cope with the numbers that we're expecting here. So with the grace of Allah, we've had increases in almost every area. The marquees for Jalsa Gah, both marquees have been increased by at least 20%. Similarly with accommodation, the dining areas, we've expanded the Lajna area to give them more room. And this year, every year there's a new innovation and a new addition to Jalsa. And this year, under the instructions of Khalifat al-Mu'mineen, we've had the butchery now in force. This is something that's very new, and it was a difficult challenge for us. But by the grace of Allah, our teams have worked tirelessly to turn apart one of the barns into a very high-tech, cutting-edge butchery. Again, this is going back to 2019, as Remember said that we should improve the site here. We had lots of difficulties with rain here, so we had to install a full land drains throughout the site, the 10-acre site that we have here. Over the years, it's obviously taken quite a battering with our jalsas here, but it's also very, very high in clay content, so it holds water and very difficult to get the ground to be dry as soon as it rains. As you can see today, it's very heavy rain. But by the grace of Allah, again under Hazur's instructions and guidance, a full land drain system was designed by professionals, and the teams have been working on site for the last couple of years. It's a big project. We've now completed the land drains, with that the services that went with that. And of course that sometimes you disrupt roads, you disrupt the drainage systems and electrics and other services. And so those have to be renewed. So now you see all the new roads that you've seen are part of that redevelopment. But alhamdulillah, the water is now going into the streams. Even then when it stops raining, the land is still draining very, very nicely by the grace of Allah. It's always wise when you come to the UK to be mindful of the weather. So yes, I take all precautions. People talk about anoraks and Wellington boots, etc. I'm hoping it's not going to be a requirement, but obviously you should look at the weather apps and make sure that you're fully au fait with what's going to happen over the 3 days. I ask again to people to remember, and please listen to Hazur's sermon, that we must be patient, and the workers must treat the guests with respect and with a smile on their faces.
This year, the International Jalsa Salana will be taking place on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th of July at Hadikatul Mahdi. Ahmadis across the world are eagerly awaiting the opportunity to attend the Jalsa and to be in the presence of His Holiness, Hazrat Khalifat al-Masih V, Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz, the worldwide head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. To find out more, please visit www.jalsasalana.org.uk. This report is brought to you from MT International, UK Studios in London.